Units in Total War Warhammer are... some of them are really good, but some of them are bad. And usually it's up to us which one we choose, because, yeah, it depends on our playstyle. But some of the units are just so good, you cannot miss. You just cannot, because you're doing yourself a damage. So, today, I want to talk about top 3 of each race units you should always recruit, or most of the time, for single player campaign in Total War Warhammer 3 in patch 1.1. Starting from Kizlev, my first unit that, in my opinion, unit that you should always recruit if you can, Warbear Raiders. They're very expensive if you're not playing Boris, because Boris reduced the upkeep by 50%. But they're expensive, but they're worth of this price. So if your economy can hold it, you should get yourself Boris and Warbear Raiders. And if you can get more, get another ones. But yeah, let's say start campaign with Boris and just go for Warbear Raiders. Yeah, they're very expensive, but if you reduce the upkeep with the talents and talent tree, and just you improve your economy, they're great. They're very great. They're anti-large armor-piercing monster cav. However, they're really good with smashing infantry as well. They're fast, they're tough, and yeah, they're super powerful. Next on the list, I'd say, is Tsargard. Jesus Christ, Tsargard is so damn good. I couldn't believe it's actually happening. They're like a wall for Kizlev. And they're holding on way better than most of infantry in Total War Warhammer 3. They're just holding. Their melee defense 50 and armor 90 makes them really, really tough. I usually go for Armored Corsair in my campaign, once because they're cheaper, second they're tier 2. But when I can switch, I go for Tsargard. If I need a front line, if I need a wall, Tsargard is the unit to go, because they're just tough as fuck. And the final unit I suggest for single player is obviously Iceguard. You can say a lot about Iceguard. They're very expensive. But I have like at least 3 of Iceguard in most of my armies as Kizlev. So I have the magic attack, which is needed. Frostbite helps, obviously. But magic attack is very, very important when you fight against the demons. Their range is very good, I'd say, because most of the units have 140, they have 160. And they're very, very tough. It's a hybrid unit, but they're very versatile. They can go melee when they lose ammo, so they can dish out the damage still. Very good. Unfortunately, they don't have melee magic attack, so that's on the weak side. But they have 2 variants, anti-infantry and anti-large. So you can like choose which unit you need. Next is another bright units. It's obviously Grand Cafe. So units you should always recruit, mostly, is Celestial Dragon Guard. These guys are really, really good as a front line. Still think Tsargard is better, because they have more melee defense, and they're also tier 4. But yeah, they're anti-large, they have a shield, they have armor quite high, and they're armor-piercing units. They're very good, expensive a little bit, but you don't worry about money as Grand Cafe. At least I never do. So yeah, Celestial Dragon Guard, great. To pair with that, Celestial Dragon Crossbowmen. best range infantry for Grand Cafe. They're very good, I like them. They're like Ice Guard, just don't have magic attack. However, they wear a shield, so they're very, they can also like block some missiles. So they're very, very good. And both Dragon Crossbowman, Celestial Dragon Crossbowman and Celestial Dragon Guard build up an very good army. And third unit you could always go with obviously a Balloon, Skyjunk or the Grand Cannon. However, what I want to say today is that whenever you recruit Lord, never pick up Magistrate, just pick up Dragon-Blooded Shungen Lord. And pick one of these, Yin and Yang. So let's say it's the third unit you should always recruit. Always go for Caster. Magistrate is a crap Lord. Don't recruit it if you can, so go for the magic users. You won't regret it. Next on the list is Cornblot for the Blood God. And here is very simple pick. Blood Shrine of Corn for single player campaign. They're just wonderful. I love them, and I fall in love since I played them, used them first time in my Demon Prince campaign, which was the first I played, and I never stopped love them. Blood Shrine of Corn. Fast, strong, can heal, just powerful as hell. And the little brother of Blood Shrine of Corn is Skull Cannon, which is second unit you should recruit. They're not that powerful in melee, but they're almost equal, let's say. They're similar, but they have ammunition, which they're cannons. Basically, they're cannon, but when they run out of ammo, send them to melee. They will fight. When in melee, they regen ammunition, and you can go back to like artillery shooting. They're wonderful. And the third unit is Soul Grinders of Corn are great, but I suggest more Minotaurs of Corn. Either great weapon or just regular ones. But they're so damn good. I always liked Minotaurs since played Taurox. So yeah, get yourself Minotaurs, you won't regret it. Obviously you need a Lord that picks talents to give them boost, but they're very, very powerful. You won't regret it having them. Ogre Kingdoms. Yes, Ogre Kingdoms. And depends which Lord you play. If you go for Scrag, you should definitely go for Gorgers. Gorgers are still very powerful despite being nerfed. They lost some entities, they lost some potential, but they're still very, very powerful. And you shouldn't underestimate them. They're fast, they stalk. They're just great units. Very, very, very good. Second, I suggest you to pick Stonehorn. Jesus, I hate playing against ogres because Stonehorns, no matter what wall you bring to like hold these guys, so you can your missile infantry can shoot it, they always break through. They just walk through everything and they go for my missile units. They're so fucking tough. They have a lot of life. They're tough. They're big, but they're really, really good. I mean, like I said, I hate playing against ogres because they bring it and I struggle a lot to kill these. If it's 1, 2, it's fine. But when they bring 4, 5, then yeah, shit is dropping really fast because they hitting my army from every damn angle and they shredding my infantry. So these guys are powerful as hell. And the third unit I suggest are Lead Belchers. Lead Belchers are my favorite missile unit in Ogre roster. It's basically every roster, I think. They're great. They're devastating. They're devastating everything. Armor piercing missiles, and they're just, wow, they're just good. They're also wall breakers, so they can break the walls. Basically, wonderful unit for campaign. Time for Papa Nurgle. Nurgle is weird, and their roster is really small, unfortunately. So I'm gonna no, I'm not gonna reduce anything. Okay, so first pick, absolute killer, very underestimated for most people, Beast of Nurgle. You can roll with Beast of Nurgle till basically end of your campaign, and they're slow, but they're very tough. If you put talents from Lord, they gain more physical resistance and speed. They have regen, and if you put talent, if you give them talent, they get bonus against infantry. They're very powerful. Together with some buffing or healing, extra healing like fast healing from Lord or Plague Ridden, they're very good. I love them. I don't understand why people don't like them so much. But when I played my campaign as Nurgle, I go for them and I never regret, because they're very powerful and it's very easy to replace them. You can summon them. I mean, you can recruit them in one turn. I mean, when you play as Demon Prince, you can get them in one turn. But if you go for Nurgle, it's obviously based around the cycle of building. The second unit is obviously Soul Grinder of Nurgle. They're just killers. These are the best Soul Grinders you can get in a game. So yeah, definitely go for them. And the third unit was like, which one I should go? And I think Plague Bearers of Nurgle are very good. I like them in defense. I really like them because they're holding on for a long time. They don't have a shield, they don't have armor, obviously, but they're just tough. They have a lot of life. And Exalted variant have a missile attack as well. So they're just very good. And in combines with in combination with Nurglings, they're even better, because the Nurglings are just messing around and these guys are holding on. And while you do this, towers do the rest, or your better units. As for the Cich, Flamers and Exalted Flamers are very good. They got buffed, and these units are, yeah, they're great. Do not miss them. Obviously, don't put auto fire, don't move, so they move and shoot. Make sure you target with precision, because that's when they benefit from mostly. They massacre infantry. If you shoot in the right angle, they're just wonderful. So keep that in mind. Second and third, basically, horrors of Cich. Every horror of Cich is great. Blue, pink, and Exalted pink. These guys are, you can roll till the end of campaign with Exalted pinks. Obviously you need the buff from Lord and yada yada yada, but they're very good, okay? They're just amazing. And if you go for Demon Prince, you can also roll with these. They're just great. So yeah, definitely get yourself pink horrors, blue horrors, and they will just shred everything. As for the third unit, I cannot pick, to be honest, because rest feels mediocre. Doom Knights of Cich are okay. Soul Grinders are okay, but that's about it. When it comes to Slaanesh, I never know. I don't like playing Slaanesh. I don't like this race. It feels weird. But I like their Soul Grinders. They're really fast. Holy shit, the Soul Grinders are great. And yeah, these guys are... Obviously they're expensive, so it's a late game. Keeper of Secrets are also good. So these are shredding infantry. So if you wanna like heavy hitters, definitely Soul Grinders and Keeper of Secrets. But if you need something for early game, Demonettes of Slaanesh are very good. I underestimated them by a lot. And yeah, I regret it because they're very good. So I wouldn't say recruit them at all cost, but they're very good and you can get yourself some. I guess that's it, because yeah, I don't feel Slaanesh roster to be exciting whatsoever. And obviously when it comes to Demon Prince, depends what you want to do. Cause yeah, it's... if you go for Undivided, go for Soul Grinders in my opinion, at least for the main army. Blood Shrines, Demon, and I mean, my favorite combo for Demon Prince, at least at the start, is Blood Shrines and Beast of Nurgle. This is very good, like, duo that massacres almost everything. And it takes time to kill, like, Terracotta Sentinels, but everything else just dies. When it comes to Demon Prince, I always combine Allures, Plague Ridden, and Blood Reaper heroes to main army. Sometimes a Iridescent Horror put there as a battery, but I hate it. I hate the pink flying motherfucker because he always dies. He's like the main target for missiles. Everyone wanna kill him. So I decided to not pick him into army and just do agent action with him. And I go for Blood Shrines, Beasts of Nurgle, then I switch to Soul Grinders, because Demon Prince buff range of Soul Grinders, the Nurgle ones, by 15%, and that's a lot. If you want to play differently, you can choose any other unit I suggested you before. It's up to you what you want to do. Want to go for single god, all gods? It's just different, but basically units remain the same. Some of them are just too good to miss. And yeah, that's about it. I'm sorry for sounding like crap. I'm still quite sick, got flu, and haven't been recording or streaming recently because I felt when I'm sick, when I get flu, it messed up my main disease and I feel terrible and I'm unable to move. So yeah, simple flu, so simple illness, simple like anything can just screw me over. So yeah, I'm sorry for being like off. And sorry for sounding like shit. And yeah, tonight I'm gonna stream some more Total War, so come and see. But for now, thank you for watching, and I see you in the next video. Take care, and bye bye.